Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and I am here at the House from Trees with Mr. Bus Huxley. Now, I've been here a few times over the years, and Bus contacted me down in the Caribbean and invited me up for this dramatic season finale. It sounds like you're going to go on a really exciting tour of the House from Trees, which is ostensibly done. Now, I think if I recall, it was about 9 years ago that I visited you the first time, maybe 8. I think, Bus, you told me that it was going to be a couple years, maybe 3 or 4. Well, here we are, 9 years later, and you have just moved in last week. Well, first of all, congratulations, and, well, I don't know. I guess I know what took so long. Anyhow, I'm very glad to be visiting you, and I'm very glad to be introducing the audience to you, and for this final season tour. So, I'm going to just pass it over to you, Bus, and enjoy. Take it away. Thank you for having me, audience, and thank you for having me and putting up with me all these years for my random cameos. Okay, Bus.
Well, thank you very much, Kermit. I didn't know that it was going to be such a cold November day. It's snowing out, and I'm fully aware that you're a Caribbean amphibian living in a magical tropical paradise. And, well, thank you for coming up. Anyway, I appreciate it. And thank you for the kind introduction. You're very sweet and very cute. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on the season finale. We live here now, and it's wonderful. It's unbelievably warm. Today's the first day of snow. It's 74 degrees up here right now. I've just been burning some slab wood. I'm going to give a quick, basically synopsis of this video. Is going to be a tour. It's going to be a tour of the outside by a magical helicopter controlled by my friend Corey with his brain. It's unbelievable, the footage that he got. He's a wizard with this thing. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a walkthrough empty, and then today I did a tour of what it's like lived in at this current moment. There's a few things, and I'll go over it with some VO in the video, but I think there will be a season 9. It'll probably be kind of small. There's just some odds and ends to do. We got to finish siding on the north side in the portico. That won't take very long. There's a couple odds and ends, and sort of wrapping it up, but I think the series is going to wrap with probably, I'm kind of scheming, and let me know what you think in the comments below, of like a 2 or 3 part, maybe 3-hour synopsis, essentially, once a week or whatever I can figure out, of the whole project. So I hope that I can kind of get that together, and I think that'll be a fun, maybe using some archival footage. I've got all of the footage in libraries. I've got 22 or 24 terabytes of footage from this project on maybe 9 external hard drives. It's quite a process of organization and all that stuff. But anyway, I want to just in those videos I'll thank everybody, but I have to thank everybody, and you all know who you are, who have helped over the years. So it's been unbelievable the amount of help that I've had. But without further ado, let's go on a little tour of the place. So. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting. The comments last week were unbelievably sweet after this long hiatus, and God, I really appreciate it. You're all unbelievably sweet, and this is the kindest little corner of the internet. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.
Oh boy. All right. Here we are back on land. Well, welcome to a house from trees. Oh, hey. We got a tour here. All right. That's the front door and the lights. This is the entryway. Eventually, we're going to have a little bench in here and some shelves, some coat hangers, places for mittens and whatnot. There may even be a little drawer there under the landing. So here's a kind of a, first impression. Now that we're living in here, once you walk in the door, this is what you see. The bathroom, the water closet down here has this funny 45-degree angle on the door. And I'm really glad I did it. It was a pain to frame, and I kind of framed it wrong, but I was able to kind of bury it in bizarre, what I thought turned out fine-looking trim. This is a weird little detail that I'm just going to demonstrate here, and I don't know if it's for everybody. We'll probably put a curtain in here for when there's guests, but I love this transom window in the water closet because, in the morning, you got a great view outside. And I think I showed you what I did with the video with the cabinet in one of the videos. So what we got here is the living room / everything kitchen. It's just one big room downstairs, and that's really nice. So that's the kitchen island. Here's the stove. So this is the pantry, and we're gonna eventually frame in some shelves, and really a lot of narrow shelves and some drawers and a little countertop in there as well. So there's the fridge. Probably won't store stuff in there once we build out the what I just said. Here's the portico. The portico's chaos. I just made that threshold. The portico's chaos right now, but we just got this giant window installed. This has been hanging around for 5, 6, 7 years. And Julie and I got it installed alone, and it was great. So here's the firewood. Hopefully enough for the winter. We're not going to be burning too much in here. It's pretty tight and pretty warm. So again, the portico is chaotic, but soon we'll get that cleaned up, and we'll be getting that siding on quite soon. So here's the tile floor that my buddy Corey did, who flew the helicopter. This has heat in it, and that controls it, and it's righteous. It's so cool. It's hot. We've got on a schedule, so we come down 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's just so nice on the bare feet, and it's so nice to lay down on. Here are the cabinets that my buddy Nate helped me build, and I finally got the pulls on them, and it's so fun. It's just, they work great. I think they look really good. The countertop works. The sink is phenomenal. You can bathe in it. It's giant. We bathe the cats in it sometimes. Get their little poopy feet clean once in a while. It's really nice that oh boy, we got a cat here. Hold on. Okay, sorry, he was climbing something he shouldn't have been. This is the kitchen island. I'm sorry I didn't film us building this, but it was an old salvage painter's table from a body shop, and then my buddy Brooks gave me that countertop, and we refurbished it, rehabbed it, and got it mounted. Put those 45s on there and built some wood around it. This is Permit. Hi, Permit. Oh, Permit is so cute. Hi, Permit. Anyway, the floor is glorious, and the kitchen, actually using it, is really nice. We got this couch. Julie found this couch on online used, and it's glorious. The views out the window, it's hard to explain. I had never sat in here. I had kind of sat down very briefly, and I had been sitting, but while I was working, and I just hadn't paid a ton of attention. But the views out the windows are completely different. Hey, buddy. He was really hamming it up for the filming here. I think he knew the camera was rolling and he wanted some FaceTime. But anyway, that's where we spend a lot of time so far. We're gonna get something here, some chairs, probably maybe a recliner or something, or rocker, something for this space. But this is that window, that giant free window, and the view out of it is glorious. We got the wood stove hooked up, obviously. Unfortunately, again, I didn't film building this thing. It was kind of straightforward box, but it's 2x8 red oak. I'm yet to put the mineral oil to it, but and with that slate is salvaged from a deceased friend's pool table. And this is now breathing from the outside, so that's getting outside air. Learned the hard way the other night. Oh, hello. Learned the hard way the other night that the house is too tight to have the vent fan on and the wood stove going. So no longer that will be a problem. Some smoke poured in, and I mean, it made sense. Snowy day. Oh, this was nice. It's a perfect house for a day like this. Bright and cozy and warm. As you can tell, it's kind of, well, it's late for me. It's 8:30. But you saw this of it. Who's this? Hey, buddy. And anyhow, you go in and the floors just pop. The floors pop so much. My buddy Chris just did an astounding job on them, and I think they're beautiful. But yeah, it's weird. It's really weird to be in here. It's so comfortable. It's so nice that it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to convey. I mean, it's been 9 years since I've been plugging away at this. So I finally got the basement wired again. Chaos. We'll get this squared away, but all the mechanicals are down here and they're functioning great. That HRV is on twice a day to cycle air through, sometimes more, sometimes less. An unbelievable potato year. The giant doors. So this here is going to be the root cellar. We just got to put an insulated door on there and insulate that wall, and then probably pipe in some fresh air. The hot water is amazing. It's endless hot water from that Wiesmann. Thank you, Josh. It's super good plumbing. The giant castle doors, 9 inches thick, still working great. Gotta get this dialed in and organized, but that's gonna happen here in the next couple months. It'll be really nice to have this kind of clean and organized and get the freezers down here and have this just being a good place for storage. So, but yeah, it was nice to get all the outlets wired and the light switches and stuff down in here. Yeah, so you come up, it's kind of cool right down there, but as soon as you hit this line, you're back in the warmth, and it stays. Oh, who's that? So here we go upstairs. Got the light with the 3-way switch and the landing. I'm so glad we did that. And these cherry. I did 3 cherry windowsills, and they're really nice. I like them quite a lot. So we scabbed this handrail together. I think I mentioned it in a different video. It's really sweet. I'm really happy about it. And again, this is one of my favorite views in the house. It's really bizarre. It feels like a home here, and it's so nice to stare out that window into the November. Here's that ship's ladder that my buddy Jeremy, and Julie and I built 8 months ago now. Oh, my goodness. This is the loft, and it's been a cat loft. The cats absolutely love it in here, and we do too. We come up here and just nap and look around and rest, and it's very warm. It's very cozy. It's above actually where I'm sitting and recording this voiceover right now, but this is kind of the idea. You just get to see the garden, you get to see the snow falling, and it's quiet, and it's kind of secluded, and the cats really, really enjoy it. And I like anything that cats like. It's kind of fun to peer over. We'll put a little handrail here across to make it safer when the niece, my niece and nephew are over visiting. Hey, what up, guys? And anyway, the ladder is steep, but it's not crazy, and there's some handrails. Hey, Permit. And yeah, it's not too bad. What do we got here? 73, and again, barely running the stove. The ladder just slides away. Julie made some leather feet for it, and that works great. So here we go into the guest room. As of right now, it's just kind of because we're just kind of moving in. It's plant, it's where the plants are hanging out, and they love it. The plants are thriving here. Oh God, I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. That's terrible, but I can't help it. This is a beautiful, space to be in. Weird to be in a room that's got taller ceilings than it is wide, but it's kind of a nice feeling. It's comfortable. It's not too much, and those big tall windows kind of help, and wood frame and all that. So it's very. Oh, he wouldn't leave me alone. Who is it? Yeah. So again, it's a nice guest room. Julie will probably set up a desk or something in here and do some work in here. And right now we're using it for kind of gear storage, which is nice. Nice to have that. I even did trim in there. So we're going to be moving on here into the space that I'm sitting in presently. This is my office. There's a little tiny shelf that I made for the Starlink router there. And you can't see me, but I'm sitting right there because it's 4 or 5 hours later. But this is a beautiful little memorial to my buddy Bobo, who was with me for a large part of this. That my friend James Vreeland, who's a viewer on this channel, he sent to me a few years ago, and it was heartrending when he sent it to me. Thank you, James. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to see it. So this is this weird little air channel, light channel that comes into my office, and it's really cool. I really like how it's working. Heat comes billowing up through, and some light comes through, and it's kind of neat. And I'll probably put a little door on it eventually. So light. There's light between all the rooms, and sometimes that gets me. I kind of need to sleep in the total darkness like a vampire. And hey, buddy, hey, Giblet. And so I'm gonna have to get some blinds. So I put sheets up and stuff during the night. But this old door, Julie rehabbed all the doors and painted all of them, and we decided to go with black. And I really like it. I think it just looks so good with the black windows and the really white walls and the wood. We weren't sure how it was going to look. We were afraid it was going to be too much like a cookie. But anyway, here's the bedroom. Yeah, it's sweet to sleep here. It's warm. It's cozy. Closet's still a job site. We're going to build some shelves in there, but that's shelves in there, and the pantry are the only place left to do shelves. This is the attic. The loft space above the portico, and it's great. It's really nice to be able to work out here sometimes. It's the washer dryer that we have not gotten in yet because it's hard. We got it up this far with the tractor, and we got to still muckle it into the house. But we'll do that soon. But the view out here is great, and yeah, eventually it's going to be all dried in and closed in and be kind of storage and a space to be. Maybe half of it will be screened in. I'm not sure yet, but there it is. But yeah, the view here is really sweet. The wooden ceiling was an obscene amount of work. This tamarack is large, but just laying and staring up at it with of course, when I don't have my glasses on, it's fuzzy, but it's quite a beautiful patchwork of knots and grain and stuff, and it's fun to be able to see kind of the timber frame through all these windows in each room. So, hey, buddy. And the sunrises are really nice from in here because those windows on the left there, they all face east and out onto the balcony. And no doubt in the summer, that's where we'll have our coffee. But this time of year, it's down by the fire where it's nice and cozy. This is the balcony, which you were on in last video, and I showed you some of the soffit stuff and the copper caps. But this balcony is really great. It's it's small, but it's long. It's the full length of the house, which is 28 feet. It's 26 feet. Sorry. So back into the office, and then back into this weird, awesome space. There's the glass bricks from this side, and then the heated floor in the bathroom, which again Corey did an unimaginably good job on the tile. It's absolutely outstanding. The bathroom is so freaking fun to be in. It's just, the shower's incredible. The tile works amazing. So I plumbed it with 2 separate supplies. Each of those faucets has a supply, and it goes to each head, so both heads can be on at the same time, which is just incredibly nice. Full hot water, full pressure. It's wild. And I got this little pass-through window, which I couldn't quite get the GoPro, and it was a little stand through, but as you can see, it passes through, and you can be in the shower and see out the driveway, out to the woods a little bit. And then of course, oh, hey buddy. Then of course the bathtub, which has just been unbelievably nice. After I've had some hard contract jobs the last few weeks, and this has just been a lifesaver for me. So the bath has just been absolutely amazing. Just so nice now, and especially to look at the soffits. Here's another chunk of slate that from that pool table from my friend's house. So that's our bathroom sink. I showed that a little bit going in last week, but yeah, this is it. This is the upstairs, and this is the house. The stairs are nice and gentle. We ended up planing the construction steps and putting a coat of OMU on them, and they're great. Only one coat, so they're kind of coarse, but here we are. This is it. This is the view. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you all so much for watching. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Au revoir.